Sunday night. I should have gone to bed, but I'm feeling alright. I'm thinking about us, girl, and I hate that we fight. Regretting what's been said and done. I guess I really need to tell you how I'm.
Good Sunday morning, y'all. This is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and today I'm going to make a delicious but easy Sunday dinner for you. The first thing, y'all know that I absolutely love pinto beans. So I had found this a long time ago. This is the Goya ham flavored concentrate. I think it's like a I haven't opened these to make sure that these are the same thing. No, these are little packets, I think. But it's the same thing as the bouillon, like chicken bouillon, but I think this is it's just a ham flavoring is what it, let's see, it says salt. It does have MSG in it. Most of these things do. Pork fat, natural ham flavor, sugar, onion powder, smoke flavor. It's just really good, and I love this stuff. And it says, let's see the directions. Well, does it even? 1 packet equals 1/4 pound of great ham flavor. Try it now in your favorite bean soup and rice recipes, or when making your own sofrito. So let me get it open here. Yeah, and I accidentally, I didn't even know until I got home, but you can see it's got 2, 4, 6, 8 packets in it, and you only need 1 packet. Well, for your beans, well, I thought that the picture showed just one of these. I don't know what I was thinking, but I added 4 of them to my grocery pickup. So now I have 4 boxes of the ham flavored concentrate. I figure I probably won't use them in my lifetime, but hopefully my daughters can watch this and see that I do use them and fix them in their beans. Kids just don't seem to want to cook the way that my grandparents did. So, and you know, so I don't know whether my kids will cook when I'm gone or not. But anyway, here's the stuff that in the packet. I'm going to put it in the bottom of my Ninja Foodi. And I'm going to add, this is a quart of water. I'm here by myself this morning, so I'm going to have to do this by myself. Alright, so that's 1 quart of water, and I'm going to have to put some more. And then here's the beans, but also I'm making a ham steak today, and it had the little bone in it, so I just cut this off, and I've got that down in there, and I think this is like 1.5 pounds of pinto beans, and they've been washed and drained. Let me find a spatula or something. Spoon. I got my wooden spoon here. This will be just fine. Alright, so I should have put that ham up on the top. Alright, it'll come up. Alright, so now I've got to go and get, y'all know I love pinto beans and cornbread, so I like to have the soup part of the beans to go with the cornbread. I like to put the soup part over the cornbread, and my grandma would call it mush. And I've told y'all this probably 10 times, but I'm going to go and get some more water and put it in here. I'm not sure. I'll know. It may be 2 more quarts. It may be 1.5 quarts, but I'll bring you back and let you see. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so this took 3 quarts of water with the 1 packet of the ham seasoning mix, and then I've got this in here. And I've heard people say, don't put salt in your beans when you cook them, don't do that. I've always put salt in my beans, and I've never had any problem with them coming out too hard or anything like that, because I cook my beans. I want my beans to be, I don't want them to be hard. I want them to be soft. So I'm going to put probably a teaspoon and a half of salt in here. And I'm going to put probably a half a teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper in here. Alright, so that's all the pepper I'm putting. Alright, when I went in to get the water, I happened to think, here's the ham steak that I had. And I'm thinking, well, why don't I just put this on top of the beans and cook it in here with the beans, and then I can just cut it up and, you know, have it with the vegetables or whatever. I mean, this was going to be the ham steak was going to be my protein today anyway, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put the rest of this ham steak on these beans and just lay it on top. It's awful big, but just lay them on there just like that. Alright, so I've got the salt and pepper and the beans and the flavoring and now the ham. So this ham steak is going to season these up. They're going to be tremendously good. Alright, so I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to make sure that it's on sealing and not venting. And then I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to go to pressure. And I'm going to take this up to 35 minutes. Well, let me get it. Alright, so I have this on 35 minutes, and now I'm going to push start, and I'm just going to let these sit here, even once it is only like 10 o'clock in the morning, and dinner will be later on today, so I'm going to go on and just let these sit in here, and they can come down from pressure and just sit here. They're going to stay hot. So I will bring y'all back when I get to the next thing. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Alright, it's been 2.5 hours since I was on here. The beans are done. I haven't taken the top off of them yet. I'm getting ready to fix some fried potatoes and some cornbread. I've washed my pan. The only thing I do with this pan is rinse it out, and I use a little brush that doesn't have soap on it or anything. It's just warm water. And now I've got, you should be able to see, I've got avocado oil in here. I've got my oven preheating to 425. I'm going to put this in there for about a half an hour, and then I'm going to put my cornbread in it, and that will be my cornbread for my pinto beans. And I'm going to get some potatoes now and cut them up and fry them with some onions, and I'll bring y'all back and show you that. Okay, y'all. Alright, I'm getting ready to fry up some potatoes in this pan right here, and I'm going to put avocado oil in there, a good probably 3 tablespoons, because I definitely don't want them to stick. And I'm going to turn it on and start getting the pan hot while I cut them up. This is on my new wave. I'm going to hit medium, which just takes it up to 275 degrees, and then push start. All right, now, I've got 2 different kinds of potatoes. And I've got 2 flies flying around here that are driving me crazy. And I can't find my fly swatter. Every time the kids come over here, something is missing, and I cannot. Now I've got my fly swatters missing, the TV remote for the Caden and Camden's TV is missing. I mean, we've looked everywhere for the remote and we can't find it. But anyway, I've got 2 different types of potatoes here. One's russet, and I guess the other ones are gold yellow potatoes or whatever. So I'm going to, I don't know why, but I always cut the ends off my potatoes, just like I do anything else. Alright, so I'm just going to slice these.
I think I know you from before, and I've been thinking about you. Stuck in my mind and I want more. No, we got a thing going on. Walked up and kissed me on the spot. Girl, I'm still thinking about it. I really miss it quite a lot.
I've got, instead of watching, y'all watching me, I've got 2 onions that I'm going to slice up just like I'm doing the potatoes. And I'm going to go on and finish cutting up these 2 potatoes and putting them in here. When I get them ready to put the salt and pepper on them, I'll bring you back and show you.
I know that I should keep it.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put salt and pepper. I'm using my kosher salt in here. Probably about a teaspoon and a half. Of salt. And probably about a teaspoon of pepper. All right. All right, I'm going to stir these up. I've got a top somewhere that fits this, but I don't know where it's at. All right, so I'm just going to stir these up as much as I can, and I will bring you back. The next thing I'm going to do is put together the cornmeal mix. Y'all have seen me do this a million times, but I still always do it and show y'all just in case there's somebody new watching that hasn't seen it done before. All right, I'll bring you back. Okay, y'all, I'm ready to make the cornbread. All right, so what I've got in here is 2.5 cups of cornmeal. I don't put flour in my cornbread. I don't put sugar in my cornbread. I make it like my grandma did, and that's just with cornmeal, buttermilk, and, oh yeah, I gotta get an egg. An egg and the oil from the pan that's in the oven. All right, so what I'm going to do, let me go get an egg first and I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, so I've got 1 egg that I'm cracking to put in here. I've got, let's see, I think this is maybe a 1.5 cups of water, of milk. And what I do with my milk is I don't have any buttermilk. I've been trying to keep buttermilk, but it just had gone bad the other day, so I threw it away. But I don't know if you can see or not on this, but I put probably 3 tablespoons of vinegar in here. And I use apple cider vinegar, whichever vinegar you want, but it was milk up to about right here and then all the way up to here with the vinegar. All right, so I'm going to pour this in here. You should be able to see that it's kind of chunky. All right, I got to make sure that I meant to bring the milk in here and I didn't. Okay, yeah, this is enough milk. Alright, so I'm going to mix this up, and then this has got to sit. I usually will let this sit about 5 minutes, and I'm going to go and get the oil. I'm going to get the pan out of the oven. It's been in there for 30 minutes right now, and I'm going to get the pan out of the oven, and then I'm going to pour the oil that I put in the pan in here, and that will make it really moist and just really good. Really good. Alright, so it's all pretty much mixed up. And I'm going to let it sit and go get the pan, and I'll bring you right back. The potatoes are still cooking over there. The beans have been in the Ninja Foodi now for 3 hours and 11 minutes. That's after they cooked. They cooked for 25 minutes, and then it counts down. So it's been in, counts up. So it's been in there for 3 hours and 11 minutes now, and I haven't even started to open them. The ham's in there. The beans are in there. When I get all this done, I'll bring you back, and, well, I'm going to go get the pan now for the cornbread, so I'll bring you back. Okay, y'all, this pan is so hot. Oh, my gosh, it's so hot. Now, I'm going to pour the oil from this pan into this mixing bowl. Listen to it. It, like, fries the cornbread, and now I'm going to stir this up. And remember, my oven is set to, is already preheated now to 425. All right, now let me get this over here. And you can see, I hope you can see. I'm going to pour this in here. I'm not even going to scrape that bowl. This thing is so hot, and it scares me because I'm here by myself right now. All right. These pot holders are really hot. All right, y'all, so I'm going to take this in there in the kitchen, and this will cook for probably 35 minutes. I'll bring you back and let you know. It's different times. Every time I cook this, it's a different time. So I'll bring you back. Okay, y'all. All right, I'm going to take the lid off of these beans. I've got to sit it up here. Of course, the pin's done dropped. Uh-oh, should have checked it earlier. Shoot. All right, I've got to get, I can't get my lid to stay up there. There you go. Oh. Okay, y'all, I need to get this ham out and put it on a platter. Looks like it kind of burnt.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry for what I have put you through. I still have you on my mind, my mind.
Alright, so here's the ham. I'm going to put it over on the table. It's got to cool off. The potatoes are still cooking. Alright. I'm There's another piece of ham. I'll just leave that in there. Alright, so I'm going to put this lid back down on them and just let them sit there until everything is ready, and I will bring y'all back. Okay, here's my cornbread. It's done. I've just got to fix my beans with it now. I'm going to get the bowl out for my beans and fix them, and I'll bring you back. Everything is done. I've got fried potatoes. I have applesauce, I have pinto beans, I have cornbread, and I have ham. And so I'll bring you back when my plate is done, and we'll check it all out and see. This is what's for Sunday dinner, y'all, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, y'all, there's the fried potatoes. Here's my plate. I have fried potatoes, ham, applesauce, cornbread, and pinto beans and cornbread. And then over here is the cornbread, and there's the ham, and there's my margarine, butter, whatever for my cornbread, my ketchup, my applesauce. And this is what's for Sunday dinner, y'all. So I'm going to, let me take you back and show you my plate, and we're gonna taste these fried potatoes. See what they taste like. I hadn't had fried potatoes in a while. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all. These have the onions in them. And I forgot that. I forgot about that. And oh my gosh, they are amazing. Alright, now here's the ham. Let's taste it. It looks kind of dry. I probably shouldn't have put it on the top of the beans, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, it is pretty dry. Alright, now here is my beans and cornbread. See, this is what my grandma called mush. You take your pinto bean juice, the soup, or whatever. You get a piece of cornbread. Then you put the juice of the cornbread, of the beans on top of the cornbread with some pinto beans. And that's your mush. I love this. This reminds me of my grandma so much. My grandma fixed this when I was growing up. Alright, y'all, this is, like I said, this is what's for Sunday dinner. And it is really good. Even if I say so myself. Alright, so if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, look below for links to my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram. And also there'll be links for things that you can purchase from Amazon that I use in my kitchen. And I hope you have a wonderful Sunday afternoon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.